Hi guys, it's Lizzie here, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to draw hair. I'm going to show you today how I draw this juicy hair. You already have seen it on my Instagram page. And yeah, I decided to show you how I'm using my brushes from my new juicy hair brush set. And just basically how I'm drawing hair now. Because my style changed a little bit, kind of. But anyway, let's just begin with the explanation. I'll just try to explain what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and just so you can do it yourself, you know. Oh, and by the way, the link for this juicy hair brush set will be in the description of this video. Alright, let's just begin. First thing you are doing, you should do, is of course making a sketch, which is not necessary, but it's really handy. So just make a sketch. Just make a sketch, and then take a color. It's good to take a well saturated color and fill it in. Fill your hair in. Doesn't matter what brush. Just make sure everything is kind of filled with color, pretty saturated color, right? And the next thing you do is just adding some of the shadows. And sadly my camera died right when I was making the first shadow, so I'm sorry that I didn't show it. But it wasn't so difficult, like you just make some of the first hair strokes. And then I used the airbrush, which everyone has. It's just a free brush you get from Procreate. Airbrush, just a soft one, and you make the one part darker and the other part a little bit lighter. Just like you see on my drawing right now, the bottom side is darker and the upper side is lighter. You can do it any way. Like it can be also lighter at the ends, but just so there is some kind of fading, you know. It just looks cool. I like it, and that's why. So yeah, just do it. Just try it. Anyway, as you see, I am kind of making more and more layers of hair. There's not really a particular plan I have doing it. I just do what I feel like. I just try out things that I feel like will look good. They don't always look good, but it's just good to experiment, you know. You should try it too. Just chill out and draw something, you know. And with those brushes, with the juicy brush set, there is not really a rule. Like, you can't use every brush for everything when it comes to hair. Although the hair highlight, there are two brushes that should be used for what they are called, which are the highlight brushes, the highlight 1 and 2, and they just really work well as highlights. But all the other brushes in the juicy hair brush set, they are just, I don't know, you can do whatever with them. There are not really too many rules. Like right now I'm using the flat brush, and I really love this brush. I use it pretty much, and I just love it because its shape, it fits perfectly in what I'm trying to do most of the times. But I'm sure when you are using it yourself, you'll just find out what are your favorites, and you'll learn pretty quickly, I guess, how to use them and etc. Yeah, basically what I do to draw hair, at least the juicy semi-realistic hair that you guys liked so much. That's why I decided to make it into a brush set, and that's why I decided to make this video. Is because so many people suddenly wanted to know how I draw hair, because the drawing with Lisa from Blackpink had really nice hair, I guess, and you just liked it, and you wanted to know how I do it. So yeah, that's the reason. Anyway, basically I just make a lot of layers. I go over with the airbrush and I make new layers. I add some details. I change the composition a little bit, and yeah, I just play with it a little bit, you know. I never have a plan. There's no plan when I draw. I just go with the flow, you know. I do use a reference, that's for sure, but I don't really plan out how I will use it, you know. I'm just looking at it, at least not at that moment when I was recording it, but when I was making a sketch. And I kind of memorized how it looks like. So yeah, what you see right here and how I make it look so smooth kind of is basically the fading in every stroke of hair. What you should avoid is trying to make one stroke of hair with a few strokes with your pencil. It has to blend a little bit, so when you do it a little bit too much, when you try to get the perfect shape and you go over it a few times, not only the edges will look not even, but also the inside of the stroke will have different colors, and it just doesn't look good. So you need to make sure that when you're drawing, instead of trying to make the perfect stroke by correcting one stroke, just go back and make that stroke again. Go back and make that stroke again. You know, that's what I do, and that's how you keep it clean. And that's how I think a lot of people are doing it, from what I have observed from other artists that I get inspired by a lot. I'm not going to say who, although my long-time subscribers probably know. But anyway, so yeah, that's how you do it. And you'll learn how to do it with time. It's not going to be perfect right away. Alright, I think this is my freaking favorite part of drawing hair, because it's so easy. Although a lot of people can find it difficult, but it's really so freaking easy. You just take the brush. For this brush set, it's the highlight hair brush, I guess, and you just make those shapes like a long stroke where the hair stroke begins, then those kind of little freakishly diggly lines in the middle, and then every time the line, like the stroke of the hair stroke, finishes, you make a long line again. Like it's like letter H every time. So you see this, like there and letter H, you know? Can you see it? You know what I mean? I hope you know what I mean. And then there's this light layer of highlight, and then I take the highlight without the number and I use it for the really light parts, and it looks amazing. I just love doing it. It takes no time, like maybe 2 minutes to do it, and it just looks amazing. And there's almost no way to do it wrong, because no matter how you do it, if you get the technique right, you just do it good all the time. So yeah, it's basically finished now. But I also really like adding details to hair, and I really like adding depth to hair. So I'll do that, and it will be basically finished. For this detail, I just use the detail brush. There are a few detail brushes in this set, so I just use one of them, and I just make some details, so it looks like it has a lot of detail. Oh my god, I'm so bad in explaining it. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, just, you know, there's little hairs coming out. Not too much, because too much is not good. Although I am doing a lot. I don't know. I made more thin strokes at the top of the hair, and thicker strokes are at the bottom of the hair. I don't know if it matters, but that's just what I did, and it looks good. So there's that. And although the color and everything looks pretty good, I know myself, I always do it, I still will correct it. So I'm just selecting the layer, I make another layer, and then I give it a mask from the selection I just made. And then for orange hair, ginger hair, the best things to do is, for when the hair is dark, is use reddish, and where it's light, it's just use yellowish, and I use the overlay type of layer, you know, some red, add some, yeah, you can call it like light orange yellowish color, and look how juicy it looks like. It's just juicy. It's just amazing. Is it normal to like my own drawing so much? Because I do. I'm in love with this drawing. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, make sure to show this video some love. Give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and of course, if you want to see my face once again, make sure to subscribe to my channel with the bell icon so you get notified every time I post a new video. So, thank you guys for watching. I love you so much. Bye bye.